Hello class, my name is Jonathan Ochoa. I'm really excited about doing this presentation about golf. Here we have some of my favorite golfers. We have Old Tom Morris, we have Ben Hogan, we have Bobby Jones who won the Grand Slam, Seve Ballesteros who I love because he played with so much fire, and my cousin Lorena Ochoa who at one point was the #1 female golfer in the world. And I was very lucky to work with as well. History about golf is very interesting, actually. It starts in mainland Europe, in particular in the Netherlands. The Dutch used to call it kolf, C-O-L-F. And what they would do is they would use a stick to strike a ball to somewhere and get there at least the amount of times as possible. Somehow it reached the British Isles, in particular Scotland, and this is where golf was born, in Scotland. The Royal and Ancient Club mentioned in 2006, stick and ball games have been around for many centuries, but golf as we know it today, played over 18 holes, clearly originated in Scotland. So it began in Scotland because they're the one that established the rules of 18 holes. You start at the teeing ground and you hit it towards the hole in a certain amount of times, and you have to make it into the hole. Now, golf means strike in to strike in ancient Scotland. It does not mean golf. Gentlemen's only, ladies forbidden. So next time you're having a feminist conversation, you can bring that up. The rules are established by the USGA, United States Golf Association, and the R&A. The basic rule is to hit a golf ball from the teeing ground, which is the starting point, to a hole, which is the end point for a particular hole. There's 18 holes, and the least amount of shots, the better. The whole idea starts from that basic. The whole rule starts from that basic idea. Excuse me. Put a little funny video about from Robin Williams doing some stand-up. There is some inappropriate language, so just keep that in mind, but it is very funny. Now, the reason why there's health benefits is because of walking. In golf, unless you cart, you use a cart, which is okay, if you have to. If you're particularly handicapped, which is cool, I want you to be outside. But the reason why it's such a good life sport is because everyone can do it, and the health benefits are enormous. It maintains weight, it helps with blood pressure, helps with type 2 diabetes, and also boost high density lipoproteins. It's also a very social activity. But in saying that, you are outside, so you have to keep in mind that you have to protect yourself from the elements. So drink water, stay hydrated, and put sunscreen and a hat. It's very important. Okay? And if you're in stormy weather, make sure that you get out of the storm, especially if there's thunderstorm. Equipment. You're allowed 14 clubs. That's the USGA rule. 14 clubs in your golf bag. You usually start with the big dog, the driver. That's the one that goes the farthest, and you usually use that on the teeing ground. Now there's irons, which normally they're classified as short, medium, and long irons. The short irons have a high loft. It means that they go high but don't go as far. The medium irons have a medium loft and medium sized shaft, so they go a little bit farther than the short irons, excuse me. And then the long irons have very shut face and a long shaft, which means that it's going to send the ball far. Now you drive for show, putt for dough. That's what you use the putter for. You strike the golf ball, roll it into the hole on the putting green. Okay? Golf terms. I'm going to start from the middle because that's the even. It's called par. It is the score that is set by the golf course or the designer, and it's the amount of shots that you're supposed to get it from the starting point to the hole. The PGA of America defines it as the score an accomplished player is expected to make on a hole, either 3, 4, or 5. You can either go birdie, which is 1 less than par, eagle, which is 2 less than par, bogey, which is 1 more than par, or double bogey, which is 2 more than par. So if it's a par 5 and I hit the 7, that's a double bogey. Avoid the snowmans. Okay, swing. It's all about rotation and balance. Here there's 2 swings, one with my driver and one with my 7-iron. I'll show you the driver. I actually didn't hit that very well, but it's how you play your misses. Sand shot. It's about getting the sand, hitting the sand as far as you can and releasing your hands. Oh. Pitching. I'm started. Notice the Y, my arms in the club. This is Y1, Y2, and then Y3 is the finish. Putting is the only time that I'm going to say you should keep your head down. This is a really good drill. It's the circle drill around the hole. Where is it? There we go. There's it. Okay, and you place golf balls around the hole, and you try to make them as many as you can. It's about repetition. Other than that, thanks so much for joining me. I put a little educational, instructional video. There are my references. Thanks so much.